welcome back to Japan and to a reaction review to Feel Like It by the Let's Go's 2020 version. As always, you probably know how this works by now. This is the review. If you want to see the reaction video, pause this, click the little link in the description below. It'll open up a separate little YouTube player where you can see that in case you haven't heard the song before, or you just want to see how I responded upon first hearing it a few minutes ago. And first hearing this band as well, I should point out, first time I ever heard them. So as always, I'm about to give you the review, so pause this if you want to watch the song first. Otherwise, here comes the review. Don't say I didn't warn you. Yeah, I think I'm going to probably be on the way to finding a new favourite band in these guys. I just really love that. There's so many things to like about this from the get-go. Now, I know what a lot of people would say, yeah, strip back, punk, we've heard this all before, that sort of rock and roll punk thing. Yeah, it's basically a version of what Shonen Knife have already been doing for many a year. Yeah, I get that. To me, this kind of felt like Shonen Knife being played by Otobuke Beaver. It kind of felt like it felt like a Shonen Knife, but with even more shouty craziness. So I think that a lot of the quality in this was in the personality. I mean, straight off the bat, it just felt like good punk. But I mean, one of the difficult things when you do that sort of punk rock and roll crossover is that, I mean, the one thing that both is true for punk and rock and roll is that it's all about being catchy, really. I mean, that's what you want. You want it to stick in people's heads. You want it to burrow into people's brains and also have an energy as well. It's going to have an energy that makes people want to move. I guess you could say that arguably any of those things are relatively easy things to achieve to a certain degree. But this to me, just really off the bat, was the energy was fantastic, really, sort of shot through. And I think a lot of that came in through all of the members getting some vocals in, the fact that everyone's kind of singing, and you got they're singing with a really great tone as well. Their voices were just perfect for it, a little bit of sort of slightly snarly attitude to it, but still at the end of the day it was still singing, it was still melodic, and when they did those harmonies together, sounded great. You could tell there was no auto-tune being thrown in there. They were just singing really nicely in harmony with each other. Yeah, I loved the way that worked. I loved the whole punch of it. The chorus was extremely simple, same line over and over again, but it worked. It was catchy. And for a song that's sub 2 minutes, you don't really have to go too much into developing into a big chorus. You're just basically going for a We Will Rock You style. Just remember these few words, sing them over and over again. So yeah, I think it worked on many a level. The video as well was fantastic. It really simple. Obviously, they shot the Rat Hole Bar, they said it was called at the end of the video. That's where they filmed it, and so nice, when you can see any band who can take something very simple, like just standing in a small venue, and turn it into a really engaging video that, fast moving. As I said before, it's really easy to do a slow motion video because you can basically take 30 seconds and turn it into a 3-minute video. But being able to take what was here was probably about 4 or 5 minutes worth of footage blasted into 2 minutes because it was all being run by so fast. I loved the fact that they did that so well. There was a real feeling that they had enough energy to just do more than could be possibly fitted into a 2-minute video. It just felt engaging. It felt fun. It felt like it was something that they wanted you to be involved in. It felt, just personality, energetic catchiness. Yes, I know none of these things are what you'd call high art. I know none of these things are going to be, I'm more than happy for anyone to say that they just kind of they find this kind of music disposable. But I think if you're into this kind of music, if you just like sometimes to have something which is just energetic, fun, and completely easy, easy to just enjoy, then this is the kind of thing that works. And I liked it. Also, I must say, considering seeing the bass player's performance and then seeing how many beers she can drink in this video, I have to ask when she can move in. So brilliant. No, they just seem like really fun people, good band. And one of those ones where I think a lot like Shonen Knife, I think I wonder how much longevity the sound has, how many of their songs we can listen to, how interesting their albums are. Are their albums just like a sort of 25-minute blast, or do they really have some sort of variation on there? I am definitely willing to check out more of this band to find out, but I'm assuming that they have got a sound that they're set to, because they just seem to be, it just seems to be so them. I think a lot like Shonen Knife, you don't expect any sort of massive waves of variation. You just kind of want them to do what makes them so enjoyable. Just make good times good, fun times fun, and happiness happy. So on that note, I've got to admit, to me, this was a total success. and something that I think we don't get enough of, even in Japan. Certainly not in the rest of the world, but even in Japan, we don't get enough of these kind of bands who, it's just about the fun. It's just about being fun, but also they have the musical chops to actually make it work. Like I say, looking forward to checking out more of this. As always, I know a lot of people have recommended this band. I've been recommended a few songs, so I just dived in on this one because it seemed like the best starting place for me. But as always, feel free to reiterate any of those suggestions if you guys have got songs you particularly want to check out. Anything that maybe shows me a little bit of variation, if they've got a little bit of a different side to this coin as well. But just looking forward to checking out more of them anyway, because it's certainly the sort of stuff that will make my day much happier. As always, get in there, tell me your comments, what you thought of this, whether you know the band or not, whether you like it or not. As always, comments. Music is subjective, so comments are brilliant, whoever you are, whatever your view. Want to hear it just as long as you justify it so we can have a good conversation about what you think. If you want to have more conversation, remember all of our other social medias are linked in the description below as well, where all of our people tend to be there having lots of chats about Japanese music all the time. So I'm sure you'll find some great conversation and some interesting things on there if you follow that. Discord and Reddit especially. So I've got hiccups now from all the fast talking and coffee. On top of that as well, I just want to say a big thank you to our Patreons. You do keep the channel going. As I always say, it is totally true. We're not monetized, so that's a big, big part of everything. Liking and subscribing is a great help, though. If you want to just help us beat the algorithms as a non-monetized channel, give us some likes and subscribes to get us along the way. But the best thing you did today was helping us by giving us your view and watching all the way to the end as well. Audience retention scores. Good for algorithms. Let's just talk YouTube details now. Anyway, thank you, like I say, so much for making it through to the end of this video. And until I hopefully see you soon in Japan for the next one of these, for now, ciao, ciao.